What is going on, all you amazing viewers to play later? How we doing today? Oh, we got a weird one for you today. I know I'm going to piss some people off, but here we go. As you know by that title, I guess as of today, at some point on August 20th, 2024, Disney has officially canceled The Acolyte. Thank God. That was some of the most horrendous storytelling I've ever seen in my life. Look, when you start, God, how can I put this? Before your show even debuts, before it even drops, and you're doing your media tour, Leslie Headland, is it? Headland? Something like that? Headland? I don't know, Leslie. It was a weird spelling too. L-E-S-Y-L-E, something like that. Harvey Weinstein's right-hand man, but supposedly you didn't know nothing. I've already got a problem. When you've got an ungodly budget per show, you should have done something incredible, but you didn't. So you're on your press tour, and you're going, oh, if you're a cisgendered white male, this show is not for you. Don't watch it. That's not good PR. It's really not. I'll admit, your concept with your lead actress of a Force user that was very powerful that got split into the light side and the dark side, but even then I'm told I can't use that anymore because the dark side carries racial connotations. You see where I'm going with this? I like that concept of the split Force user. I didn't like the fact that basically you just crapped all over the Skywalker saga, that everything that Star Wars was basically about. You told me, hey, go deal with it. But your lead actress goes on, oh dear God, I can't remember who shit, Trevor Noah. Goes on a show and goes, yeah, my goal is to make white men cry. The Force is female. We're taking it back. As far as I knew, it was never really genderized. It was an all-encompassing thing that was everywhere. It was like an ultimate life force that some people could tap into and do things with. The they, them pronouns, you had to put in the show. The morbidly obese Jedi, which made me go, huh? The Jedi who was so racked with guilt, he had to commit suicide? The fact that you advertised Carrie Ann Moss everywhere, then you killed her, and the whole show was basically flashbacks. The fact that you mocked everybody who was a little bit upset about Coyote-Mundi, and you went, it's just a number. 70 years before he was even born. You put him in a show and he's already rapidly aged. So, episode 1 where he goes, there hasn't been a Sith sighting in a millennia. He just lied to the Jedi Council and became a traitor? You sat and you went, well, Yoda wasn't available. Please, he's CGI. So what, Dave Filoni wouldn't let you get access to an editor to make him go, this bad it is. I was with you, and I'm going to say it publicly, I was with you with the witches on that backwards ass planet. Because I looked at them like the Sisters of Dathomir. Okay, I see the Sisters of Dathomir as not witches using spellbound power, but they found a way to tap into the Force, and they just called it something different. If they couldn't, well, you know, Dooku's Acolyte, which for some reason her name is totally escaping me right now, probably because I'm old and it's early in the morning, couldn't be a Force user. You had an unbelievable budget and you had an unbelievable way to do things here. I'll admit, I was excited about Darth Pelagius. I didn't care that your main characters were people of color. I didn't care. The galaxy, it's rich, it's diverse. We should see more alien life forms as Jedi or as Sith or just being in the background. That's what the Star Wars universe is really encompassing, and everybody's there. Okay? It's not, well, it's Disney, so now I want to destroy something else. There's a huge reason why Wolverine and Deadpool is doing so good at the theaters. It's become the third most grossing R-rated movie in history. It just crossed the $1 billion mark. And Ryan Reynolds had to fight to put a lot of things in there. You had such potential with this. The Force user with, I can't remember the name of the material for the helmet, you know, where he can't see and he's driving himself insane, but it forces him to use the Force and he's able to beat off multiple Jedis at once. That sounded so bad, but you know what I'm saying. So I log into Twitter, and I'm being blamed for it being canceled because I'm straight. I didn't want to keep going after episode 3, but I kept telling myself, it'll get better, it'll get better, it'll get better. It didn't. Where else in the Star Wars universe have you ever seen a Jedi overtaken, had his mind overtaken, became powerless to do anything? But okay, it has to be a Wookiee that's overtaken by these backwards-ass witches, right? You impressed me with the Kyber crystal. I will say it publicly. You impressed me with that. Because I always knew the Kyber crystals were corrupted by the Sith users. Okay, so we had the first ever sighting of a blue lightsaber turning red. But I gotta ask you, so when Anakin was killing kids and killing his friends, that wasn't evil? That wasn't evil enough to make his lightsaber, fuck you, and turn red? Because remember, Anakin's lightsaber has been in basically every single fucking movie since he made it. Well, until I think Luke lost it. Or something like that. Because he made the green one. I'm not to blame for your failings. You are. You had great potential. Yes, there are a lot of shows out there like Willow that got canceled after one season. I loved the show. I thought it was great. What did Fox put out a little while ago? Almost Human? Like a decade ago? Where you had Carl Urban, and I can't remember his castmate's name, but he's a great black actor. And the guy was a cyborg feeling human and didn't know he was a cyborg at certain things. One season. What was it? Stumptown. Great show. One season. There's lots of things out there. Don't blame straight people because The Acolyte failed. It failed because of a variety of things. And if you truly look at it and just don't go, it's got gay people. Because that's what I'm reading on Twitter. It failed because straight people can't handle people of color who have alternate lifestyles. I don't freaking care. Love who you want to love. Be with who you want to be with. That's great. Don't blame me because the show failed. Blame the studio. Blame the writers. Blame a lot of things. Ahsoka did great. I wasn't a huge fan of it because it just seemed like girl power. It seemed like the live action thing of Star Wars Rebels. Okay. So Thrawn happened to be in the same pocket universe that, oh dear God, I can't remember him. The Jedi that they had to go find? Sure, okay. I did like seeing the Death Troopers, though. I thought that was incredible. There's so much more to this, and I know you're going to get pissed off at me, but seriously, take a good, hard look at yourself. If you can honestly tell me that that show had great acting, great writing, deserved multi-series, okay, I'll respect your opinion. But don't give me this, you can't handle it because you're straight. That's a bunch of bunk. Second movie I've ever seen in my life. It's a toss-up. My parents actually can't remember which. I either saw Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on the big screen first, or I saw Star Wars at the drive-in movie theater. Yeah, I go back that far, where you hung the little speaker on your window, or you turned your AM dial to a certain station to have the movie broadcast through your car speakers. I was hooked on Star Wars the moment I saw it as a kid. It shaped my love for sci-fi. I've seen it go through good. I've seen it go through bad. Yes, I remember the original Christmas special. The one that George Lucas publicly stated if he could track down any copy of it and burn it, he would because it was that horrible. The Acolyte scored less than the Star Wars Christmas special on Rotten Tomatoes. So there's something for you to think about. But now that I've aggravated you all, I hope you're having a great day, a safe day, and like I always say here on this channel, Emperor willing, one day soon we'll be rolling dice across the tabletop.